a puppet looks over there. And once you realize...
Yeah, they're marked.
The fucking psychosis that goes into... And when they argue on stage, I saw... It was on full
It's like when those fucking Predator drones, they mark a house. You know? They mark the house of like this fucking
so
tower.
The puppet's a Predator drone.
Yeah.
And Otto's the guy in Langley at the computer.
Exactly. And it's marked and it's like, okay, send it in. He's going to be there tonight. We see heat sensor.
Are you Chinese, miss? Get your eyes fixed. I hope your next shit is square. What the fuck? I got to swear at her.
You Chinese miss. And then Otto keeps going, all right, come on. And he keeps grabbing the puppet. If you watch it and fast forward, it just looks like he's mugging the puppet because he keeps laughing to the mic so people know you're having a good time. It looks like like if you grab someone by the collar to throw him out of a bar, if you watch his show and fast forward, it's just a constant, all right, come on, take it easy. All right, hey, come on, knock it off. And he's grabbing him by his little denim jacket. And the puppet's looking around like, what the hell's going on? Suck that cock. It's one of the funniest acts you've never seen. And talking about a guy that's present.
Yes.
Like that guy will go,
Where you from, sister?
and she'll go, Bama.
And he goes, Bama? I guess that's the way you gotta talk down there, because they're always chasing you with a fucking rope.
And you're like, what the? But you get away with it because the dummies.
Yeah, of course.
You know, he did a show in Washington Square Park.
Yeah.
And he goes, guns don't kill people, Puerto Ricans do.
Yeah.
And a kid came out of the audience and stabbed the dummy.
Yeah, I know this. I heard about that.
And the dummy looks up at Otto and goes, the spick stabbed me. Like, that's the psycho. Like, it's mental illness, but in the best possible manifestation of it.
Yeah.
And you ever see when you go on Full Frontal Comedy on Showtime a long time ago, Tom Irera used to host it? He's yelling at somebody in the audience and he goes, all right, take it easy. And then the dummy goes, ever notice every time you talk, the show sucks? And Otto goes, all right. And then they're like 2 sentences later, and the dummy looks up and goes, all right. He fucking mocks him. But Otto's talking. I know. While it happens.
It really is a brilliant thing.
Me and Billy Hayes, your favorite.
Yes.
La Machine. We were at Opie and Anthony and Otto and George were there. And Otto is always trying to fucking shed this puppet and be a guy on his own.
Right.
I guess everyone is, right?
Right.
Puppet acts. I don't know. I'm guessing.
Right.
And Otto's talking to Opie. And while he's talking to Opie, the puppet, George, is looking down at the New York Post and his fucking head is going back and forth. Like he's reading. Like if you were like not that smart and you had to move your head to read a paper. Yeah. And like me and Billy are watching it go down. It's like a haunted house almost. Oh. And then finally they're talking about the puppet. And then Opie across the board, across the panel goes, George. And the puppet looks up and goes, yes, sir. It was one of those laughs where you have to leave because you're going to wind up in the hospital.
I'm just hearing it and I'm crying.
Yes, sir. Like he's looking down at the paper and Opie talks to him like he's a guy. He goes, hey, George. And the puppet fucking looks up and the eyebrows go up. He goes, yes, sir. And it's one of those laughs where you have to leave or you will have like an injury.
Yeah.
That was the hardest I've ever laughed in that studio.
That's great. It's great.
So, Colin Quinn, did you write any? You got to write a book. You of all people. Why don't you just get yourself album together? Like these are the wackiest things that happened to me in show business. Book.
No.
Why?
Someday.
Why don't you do St. Anthony's Bones? My first 10 years in Manhattan. Could make that happen, right?
I like that.
Colin, if you're going to give any advice,
yes,
to a young Mason, what would it be?
To a young Mason, let's say get your union cards, get out there. You got to be careful. No, you mean to a comedian?
Young Mason.
Really, to a Mason?
Yeah. You were on the right track.
Oh, yeah. I would say you have to be careful. Evenly distribute. Wait, you know what I mean? There's a lot of guys. Well, I mean, the best brick mason, I assume we're talking about brick masonry. What else could we be talking about? And
Masonic Temple Masons?
So those masons, I would say, keep your mouth shut, keep your ears. You know, the best brick masons in New York are Bengalis. Do you know that? Bangladeshis. No, that's a long time ago. That was a long time ago. I can't do walking, but you know what I was
That was a long time. Tell me the Masons We're
You know that? Well, most brick masons are Italians, Chris.
That was a long time ago. How come you don't like milk,
Yeah,
Colin?
thanks, Chris. Me?
Yeah, someone on Twitter said, ask Colin why he doesn't like milk.
I'm allergic to milk.
Oh, well, that's a fucking stupid question, you moron on Twitter.
Yeah, I have lactose intolerance.
All right, so we're going to work on your walking. Ready?
Yeah.
Why don't you do Father Mulcahy instead? You do a nice Irish brogue. Right?
Right.
You know, most Masons are Italians.
That was a long time ago.
Colin Quinn on Mohr Stories. Thank you, everybody. Put your name on it.
Jay.
Find more funny shit like this at smodcast.com.